all good. I can be heard. Does Agent Catfish want me to be heard? Unconfirmed. Unconfirmed. We can ask her, but she's vibing hard right now, so I don't think she'll answer. Actually, it's basic. Well, she's not in a box right now. I guess it's not her. I was gonna say that she's that emote of a cat in a box, but she's not. Alas, she is not. She's not in a box. She's in my lap. She's in my lap. She's in my lap. But you guys wish you had a lap cat right now. Unless you're allergic. Although I know allergic people that still wish that they had cats that were on their lap. They just know that they would suffer. Or they know that they would have to take medicine beforehand. Like, I know some people that they own cats despite having slight allergies. Like, I guess there's a range of allergies. So basically, if you're just not that bad, some people just suck it up. I can't even imagine. I don't have anything. I'm not allergic to anything like that. Suffering or love. Yeah, it really would depend. I don't have any allergies like that. Like, I don't have any food allergies like that. I don't have any animal allergies like that I know of. I'm not sure if I could really go that hardcore. I'm not sure I'm that hardcore enough, honestly. I mean, I already don't want a dog just because I know it'd be too much work for me. having to make sure I take medicine every time my animal would be too much work. I don't think I can do it. I couldn't do it. Or like Maki. She was talking about how one of her cats frequently plays out in pollen. And she's allergic to pollen or like flowers or something. And so she can't pet that cat. I couldn't do it. I don't think I'd be able to do it. Or I would force that cat to stay in. I would teach it its ways. Bum, 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 bum. That's an awful lot of work. Dogs are a lot of work. Dogs are so much work. I need a whole other person to take care of a dog. Cats are a little easier. Just a little. They're not as easy as everyone thinks. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a cat owner and I want to look like I still do work. Trust me. Trust me, cats are a lot of work. And taking allergy medicine just to exist around a pet. I think it's the people I know, it's specifically to like cuddle with them. Like, they can live in the same area. They have like cat zones essentially, like their bedroom they don't allow, or like cats not allowed on the bed kind of thing. They probably don't have carpet. We're just like going face first into the body of fur. That requires medicine. That requires medicine. It would be annoying. Like, all you want to do, you don't want to be sniffling and itchy. And to do that, you have to take medicine in your own house. That's where you're supposed to be safe. That's where you're supposed to have... I don't know, just peace? You're supposed to have peace at your own home. You can't even have that because you love cats so much. Do I love cats that much? Do I love cats that much? I'm not sure. Maybe if it like turned out, if I already had the cat and like suddenly I got an allergy, then probably I would deal with it. But because allergies do just like show up sometimes. I don't know if I can live with the debuff. I like pets too much. Yeah, I feel like if it's like a situation where you suddenly get the allergy while you have pets, I feel like most people would make do, but maybe if they had to like get more pets, Like the fateful day comes where they no longer have said pets, and they have to think long and hard about whether they want new ones of the same furry variety. Wait, we can get good warnings in. Haha, watch this! Good morning, Omega Otama. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning, Mewtwo. Welcome in. Just have some V pets. Just get Tamagotchis. Let's get all the Tamagotchis. And then even if they die, you're fine. Even if they die, it's all okay. Because they come back. Gonna be dogs! That was... They had like really big noses, right? They had really big noses. The dogs? Or was it just the image? Wait, I gotta look this up now. Dogs. Dogs. Oh, no. What am I thinking of? Nintendogs? Nope. What am I thinking of? I don't know what I'm thinking of. Let's look up dogs with big nose. Toy? The dog? Oh, I might be thinking of the dog. The dog. What is this? Why do I know about this? Look up, everybody, look up the dog right now. Dogs, cats, and oddballs are all the same game. Oddballs? Recently found someone who created a Digivice APK for Android devices. That's kind of smart. So Digivice is like part of it. Part of the cool about Digivices is the external, like just the look of it. Just the vibes of the Digivice. It's so... like that, you can't replace that with a phone. Oddballs looks very different than dogs and cats. Let me put Nintendo DS. Or Nintendo? Was it a Nintendo game? Or is it an awkward PC game? I googled the Dog Z and found a music band instead. Are they any good? Do they sound good? Is cats a thing? Dogs is a thing. Dogs game is a thing. Cats. It is a thing. Oddball. Is it a Game Boy game? Huh. All I get is the PC game. Which maybe it is the same? It looks very different though. I get Dog's Life. It's a dog's not life. For us, no, that's different. The dog. So it is a toy. It did become a toy, but what was it originally? What is the dog? The Dog franchise. Art list collection, The Dog and Friends, better known as The Dog and Friends. Or simply The Dog. Sorry guys, right? The Dog and Friends. That should get it. The Dog franchise? They just got... They basically... Fisheye lensed dogs. I forget what it is. I don't even... Is it anything? Wait, let me go back to the Wikipedia page. Oh, they're just Happy Meal toys. Or like, it was a thing. I don't know why I know this. Apparently 4Kids Entertainment bought it. 4Kids Entertainment bought the dogs. And then to celebrate 25 years of McDonald's Happy Meals, they brought the dogs in as toys. The dogs' toys. I have never seen this. Maybe it was a SoCal thing. Maybe it was a SoCal thing. But I feel like I saw like... Oh yeah, it's literally... The dogs. The franchise began as a collection of calendars and postcards of dogs photographed in a fish islands. Like, that's all it is. It's literally all it is. And yet it is so distinctly ingrained in my brain. Like, the imagery. That's not even that special either. I don't know. I thought of, oh, dogs go to heaven. No, that's actually got story. Although dog stuff I feel like is... Seems like it could be a movie. I mean, it's so generic of a title that it could absolutely be a movie. It's a dog's life. Dog's life movie. A dog's purpose. Different. Very different. Alright, there is no... Oh, there's It's a Dog's Life. There's a dog's purpose. But there's no dog's life. Unfortunately. We're close. We're close. We'll get him next time. We'll get him next time, champ. Bump, bump. So, what's up, dog? What's up, dog? I just realized Bugs Bunny was making fun of What's Up Dog by saying What's Up Dog. Oh, okay. I feel enlightened. My third eye is opening, Dornians. My third eye has been opened. I now understand Bugs Bunny. Right? That's the guy, the gray one? The gray bunny? It says, what's up, Doc? That's Bugs Bunny. I believe. I don't think so. It might be a coincidence. I think they wanted something to say, and they're like, what's up, Doc? What if what's up, Doc? It seems like an easy crossover. It seems like an easy crossover. What's up, dog is very... Oh, that is true. Bugs Bunny's a lot older than that. A lot older. Is there an origin of what's up, dog? What does up dog mean? Where does it come from? Why is it? I want the actual origin of what's up, dog, not the thing that people make fun of. Not the what's up, dog. Versus. Wait, phrase, meaning of origin. Woo! My roommate says the phrase, what's up, dog, is an old cowboy term. What if, you guys, what if actually... I can't find the origin. I cannot find the origin. Not much, how about you? Imagine if it was a cowboy term. Slang origin. What did the term dog become popular? Dog! 80s. We trace back to the 80s. But that's still not before Mr. Bugs Bunny himself. Mr. Bugs Bunny is quite old. He's very old. Hey, Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88. Just paint the road. Just paint the road. Hello, Paitu! Hello, hello. Welcome in. Bum-bum-ba-dum. I shouldn't be doing this. I might not go too crazy on voices today. Because we had Fuga yesterday. And we also had Demonbane yesterday. My voice is feeling it. And then we have karaoke tomorrow. I didn't really plan this out very well. I didn't think about this. But we'll persevere. We will persevere. I don't need to talk anyway. Who talks? Who talks anyway? Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. We'll just have silent streams afterwards. Sunday will just be entirely a silent stream. Bum, bum. Forgot today was Friday. I was watching the Wuwa 2.4 live stream. This is more important. Thank you. Thank you. I am more important than gacha games, definitely. Wuwa's gacha, right? Wuwa's gacha, if I remember correctly. That's a name. That's a name. Also, you guys might have noticed that the YouTube thumbnails for both yesterday's and today's Demonbane are the same. And that's because I'm going to start retroactively adding in the thumbnails because it was really bothering me that the thumbnail would be a still from the previous stream. So it wouldn't actually reflect what was on the video or the VOD being watched. It was really bothering me. So now I'm going to retroactively make the thumbnails for the VODs. Yeah. So if you ever want to see the cool thumbnails I'm making for Demonbane, you gotta check back. I haven't made yesterday's though. I had too many things today. Not too many, but I didn't get started until later. I don't know, I just had like things happen. That sounds ominous. That sounds really ominous. I don't know, my brain just farted. I just went like complete brain fog like multiple hours of the morning. It is. As a gacha, it's pretty fun. I feel like in this day and age, you want to play like live service games. Like you just have to accept gacha into your life. You must open your heart to the world of gacha, which is why I don't play live service games. I've closed it off. The wall is up. You cannot break it down. I will not gacha. I'll never gacha. Nah, I'm just lazy. I'm just lazy. I have nothing against gachas. I've worked with gachas before. I simply do not have the time. The closest thing to gacha that I play is Pikmin Bloom, and that's not really gacha. In the sense that you have to pay to get stuff. You just walk. You can get everything by walking. With the selection of gachas, it's pretty easy to just play for the story only and drop it when it gets boring. Boring. Pikmin? Yeah, Pikmin Bloom. Like the walking. It's Pokemon Go, but with Pikmin. And so you walk around to make the Pikmin hatch, essentially. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. And once I start working, I will actually be able to get more steps in. Because I always lag behind on like the monthly events that they have because I worked from home and I never left, and so I would have to like get dressed and get acceptable looking to go outside, which is very rare, very very rare. Who does that? Not I. Now I'll be forced to starting next month. So I'm gonna get all the steps in. I'm gonna be so much exercisier. Yeah, that's the word. Touching grass for gotcha. There was one time I was like really into it. I think it was like it was last month? Was it last month? I think it was last month. They had like tea set Pikmin, afternoon tea themed Pikmin. And I went so hard. At like 2 a.m. I went for a walk. It's like, oh, I just need a couple steps and then I'll be good. Let me just go for a walk really quickly. And it was 2 a.m. and I was like, who cares? There we go. Ikimasu. Such dedication. They're really cute. They're really cute. Pikmin, the high tea Pikmin. This month's Pikmin were really cute, but there is like RNG because basically the events is like they give you little goals that you have to do, and it's like, oh, plant this many flowers, and you plant flowers by walking, but then to get the flowers to plant, like you have to get like it's technically dew or whatever. There's like stuff you have to acquire to plant the flowers, and that's RNG. And so RNG was not taking the wheel this month, and I did not get like any of the things that I needed to plant, so I just kind of gave up. But they're really cute because they're Pikmin that have controllers of old Nintendo consoles. It's very cute. Alas though, RNG was not on my side. RNG decided I wasn't retro enough to get the retro Pikmin. I'm not salty. I'm not salty at all. Nope. Nope, not me. Not me. Couldn't be me. Nope. Anyways. Let's game. Let's game, Dornians. Do that. Move this here. Ah! And then game. I have the opening theme song to Anne Shirley, the new anime, the new Anne of Green Gables anime. The opening song is just it's so catchy, you guys. You don't understand. It's so catchy. Remember the little step counter from Pokemon Soul Silver? I went hiking to level up my Totodile. Oh, that's so cute! That's super cute. Alright, so this is where... I don't think we actually started, or we stopped like literally right after they said that's the end of the chapter. Even though they usually have like this in-between section before they say the start of the next chapter. Too bad, I was tired. And I will, okay, last night, because like we had already split up the chapter, I didn't want to like split it up again, so I kept going. We're not doing the same tonight. If I get EPI, I'm stopping. Because I did that thing. Do you guys, were you ever like at school? We're currently in school and you're like really sleepy and in the middle of class, like you're writing notes and you're like, I swear I'm awake. But then when you look at your notes later, it's like all gibberish, but you're like, I was awake. That's basically what happened like partway during stream last night. Like I felt awake. I knew I was reading. I don't remember reading it. I don't know, like half of my brain was awake and half of my brain was asleep. It was very, very weird. It's like someone else took over my body and I was just like a passenger watching that person read. It was weird. It was really weird. And that's the end of the report. What do you think, High Priest? Wouldn't it be fair to say the experiment was a success? This is a temple throne room. There's gotta be something symbolic about it. Every time that we get here, they always say this. It's Ed Sheeran again! Clearly, this is Ed Sheeran's brother. Clearly. The gloom is held at bay by the light of the torches, and those ever burning holy flames. One can sometimes catch a glimpse of otherworldly shadows. Are they really just an illusion? Standing before the throne, Vespasianus. Yep, that works. Reports the results of Innsmouth to Master Therion. Caressing Etheldreda's cheek, Master Therion nods with satisfaction. He casually holds out his hand. Relay text. She's singing, guys. She's singing the song of her people. The girl walks towards the young man, as if entranced by him. Her long robe brushes the floor as she takes unsteady steps. As always, her bewitching multicolored eyes seem fixed on another world. She's so breathy. Nara! She stands before the young man who lifts his hand. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you. She stands before the young man who lifts his hand to touch her cheek. Etheldreda's expression hardens imperceptibly. Perfect. Master Therion nods again. Well done, Vespasianus. Now, we can say that our project has entered its final phase. Already? With this text and the power of the Anticross, my ambition will be fulfilled. I am blessed with good servants, Vespasianus. Books can't get jealous. They can now. They can now. Imagine if your books did get jealous, though. They're like, hey, why aren't you reading me? Hey. Yes, thank you. Thank you for your kind words. As Vespasianus makes a flourishing bow, Augustus cuts in from the side. Grandmaster, all as if is still not in our hands. Does this not present a problem for the project? His elbow must be really sore on that spine armrest. He's adapted. Master Therion nods as though the thought had not crossed his mind. He stops stroking Etheldreda's and begins to play with his hair. Okay. Staring at some split ends, Master Therion speaks lazily. Yes, of course. Grandmaster? I think that we can let them swim a little while longer. Huh? The position of the stars. No need to hurry. The young man smiles calmly at Augustus and Vespasianus, who cannot conceal their doubt. I have seen the power of the relay text. I feel like they need to get like her some food and some drinks. Like oh, what are you doing, silly? Her abilities are greater than I imagined. With her, the project can proceed without relying on Alazif. But Grandmaster. The rest? His golden eyes pierce the two Anticross, freezing them with fear. Power of you, the Anticross, will decide. What are you doing? Ripping that up? Don't need it. Actually, wait, what if Or wait, most guys say, wait, hold on. Somewhere here. Hey, you! Cat antics, yeah, not a delivery. Although, I don't know, do they deliver past 8? I'm not sure. She was like ripping up, what is it? I finally cleared all of my boxes. So, all of the like stuffing that was inside, like the paper stuffing, it was just kind of like hanging out, and she was trying to rip it up, which isn't a problem, but if she starts eating it, that's bad. So I was just making sure she didn't do that. Silence falls upon the throne room. Then Master Therion closes his eyes and speaks calmly. You worry over much. The priestess and the central unit are still in our hands. That doesn't seem like things are going well. I could be wrong. It's just, maybe I'm crazy. Bum bum. A sudden explosion shakes the temple, throwing it into an uproar. What? What happened? Augustus raises his voice. The disciple rushes into the throne room to report. I have a report. The barrier field of the lowest dungeon has been breached, and the prisoner, the tyrant, has escaped. The tyrant? What? Master. Shock runs through everyone but Master Therion, who merely smiles with perfect tranquility. Oh. Dang, the music's going hard. So, the tyrant has moved. What are you doing, silly? Why are you so playful? I know the world. I know Fate. Fate series? You know the Fate series? I know despair. I know that the world is trapped in the court of the infinite snake. I know that fate is but a twisted, warped ring. I know that despair exists for the future that can never be reached, and for those who know it not. Oh, that is a woman. Endless aeons. Unknowable aeons. Strange. Is it eons? Do you still pronounce this eons? Because in Japan, there's a store chain that's spelt like this, and they just call it eon. Yeah, right. It's a nice department store. We'll just call it eon. In this inescapable prison, where even the beast who controls the wheel is himself trapped. Why is it that I am moved? Why? Ah, of course. It's because he is here. He too is but an eternal prison. And she's so edgy. He too is but an eternal slave. He too is but an eternal fool. Yet still he fights without doubt over the countless aeons. Is it because he does not know the world? Is it because he does not know fate? Is it because he does not know despair? How is she talking? Perhaps. But is that really all? Or I guess she can be thinking this. If so, then why does he yet exist? This infinite purgatory has lost the will to smite evil. It lost it without even knowing. The power of the sage who defeated the children of the gate and key cannot reach. What's up? You want something to play with? Why? I miss Jesco? I haven't been to Jesco. I know Jesco's in Tokyo, surely, but I feel like I haven't seen one. The power of the sage. Oh wait, so the power of the sage who defeated the children of the gate and key cannot reach. That doesn't make sense in my brain. In my head. Blind sage who bears the knowledge of Kaleno has been sealed somewhere. The society that stands up to the evil god on behalf of humanity has not even been formed yet. So why is it that he alone keeps fighting? How can he keep fighting? I do not know. He's the only one I do not know. Is this eternal darkness? He alone shines like a raging bolt. In this eternal darkness, he alone shines like a raging bolt of lightning. Surely he is the chain that keeps me affixed to this reality. I like how, like, every so often they make the picture, like, easier to see. Therefore, these emotions that have multiplied over countless eternities, these feelings that have built up over unending eons. How I want to release them all. Even if only greater despair awaits me. Master of the Necronomicon. Mage King of White. God-slaying blade. Daijuji Kudo. I want to meet you. Well. Well then. My visibility is a perfect 0. Everywhere I look is white. 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 White covers everything. Snow! I can hear the wind blowing. The sound of the wind is saturated with evil intent and the cries of magical beasts. Huh? Huh? Where is it? Kudo, behind us! Burning eyes shine through the white darkness. I reflexively try to evade, but our feet are frozen to the ground. Not good. You are correct. We have been flashbanged. Oh, and a lot of the banging part of the flashbang. Ice holding Demonbane's feet shatter as we go flying into the air. We land awkwardly on our back, causing a nearby frozen building to shatter as if it were made of glass. Damn you. Looking down upon the fallen Demonbane is a vast shadow. If that's the right word to describe it. The huge shape is more like a great white cloud. Its burning eyes glittering like bright stars. This is one of Al's pages. Ithaqua. Ithaqua? Ithaqua? I just want to read everything with like a Japanese, like the way Japanese would do it, but that's not right. That's not how it goes. One of the great old ones named. Oh! It's that word. Indigo. Technically not supposed to say it. But I don't believe any of them, so. In the midst of the Inuits. Oh, it's snowing in Arkham City. They're the cause of the sudden cold wave that hits Arkham City. It's the middle of summer, but the city lies frozen beneath a blizzard. Don't get cocky. Ike! 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 Insurance has to be insane in Arkham. You gotta wonder. Although when did, like, would they have had insurance? I don't know what time period. This feels like industrial age, you know? Was insurance a really big thing back then? I feel like no. I feel like because of the industrial age, insurance became a big thing. But during it, they probably didn't have access to it. Or at least the safety of Demonbane's leg shield. Use an explosive burst of energy to leap into the air. Scimitar of Bullseye! So I summon the Scimitar. Scimitar. And charge towards Itkwa. Whoa! Scimitar catches the cloud-like body, but its insides are, after all, like a cloud and slips right through. The passage of Scimitar only distorts it a little. It has no solid form? Burn it? A sudden gust of wind rips through the streets. It tosses a frozen street and abandoned cars like leaves. A chilling gale freezes Demonbane's armor in an instant. Our vision is blocked by the snow, but when the wind dies down and our visibility returns, Itkwa is nowhere to be seen. Its flaming eyes are looking down on us from afar. Far above. On us from far, far above. What a tricky guy. It's the god of the bear. It's the god that bears the name Windwalker, but not Waker, because that's seldom. Catching it will be somewhat difficult. If it goes much higher, our options are limited. Good morning, G! Would you guys pay insane insurance rates if you lived in Arkham, or would you just gamba? I have a feeling the page monsters are getting stronger. When I try to think of weapons that might hurt this thing, what is there? Even if I throw Zor or Lorgor, they wouldn't make a dent. Kudo, ow. Wow, we're in the middle of battle. The control unit's Rikduga has been prepared. We're sending it now. Wait, but that thing destroys everything, right? Alright, send it over. As no one responds, space-time begins to distort around the clock tower that looks down over Arkham City. The light that emerges from the warp shoots straight for us. I catch the swiftly flying object in Demonbane's right hand. This is a gun! What? Okay, when they said that it used to, that this thing used to be inside of a gun, I thought we were gonna get like, you know, a sci-fi gun. Not like a literal handgun, but mecha-sized. It is just... Would you pronounce that Ruger or Rugger? Do we Ru or do we Ra? It will control the power of a Kaduga by forcing it into a single direction. Ruger! Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I suppose you could call it a plasma gun? However, it will only have a 10th of the normal power. It's more than enough. Thanks! Perhaps noticing our new weapon, Itkwa begins to burst and expand, becoming an enormous snow-filled columbus cloud. I feel like I can usually say that word. Lightning surges from it intermittently. As expected, I can still see those two blazing eyes inside the raging cloud storm. Here it comes! Ah. Ah. Oh, he's in the snow. Hold on, actually. Snow. Snow. Kasha, kasha, kasha. Kasha, kasha, kasha. Kasha, 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 kasha. Kasha, kasha. Pet labor engram is pretty cool when it's using the robot. That is true. I guess it's more just I didn't expect it. I thought they were gonna give us like a plasma bazooka kind of gun. Given how powerful that thing was the last time we saw it, I was like, oh, they're gonna give us like a giant gun for it. Nope. Nope, it's just a handgun. Good morning, Blue Gecko, and hello, Alistair. Mechas everywhere. Aren't they cool? We gotta take pictures. Should have splashed antifreeze. Maybe they don't have it in stock. Because it's the middle of summer. They accidentally went to Australia. Earthquake expands to its utmost limit, then suddenly contracts. It becomes a frozen hammer of wind that streaks down upon us. Nothing affects its cloud body. So as cliche as it goes, its eyes are probably its weak point. Well, that's all I can come up with. Resting my fate in this gun, all I can is pray. All I can do? Eat this! Did we do it? Not yet, it's presences! Oh! Okay, that's a lot more eyes than the one. That's a lot more eyes than the one. Kasha kasha. Kasha kasha kasha. Kasha kasha kasha. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. You just gotta sub. You just gotta sub. You just gotta sub. You just gotta sub. I wonder who it's from. Could it be from you, Alistair? It's not. It takes a while for it to pick up. It's slow. You must give it time. It's baby. Oh, wait, this is way cooler. Yo. We're sent flying and crash into the ground. It's what pinning us and take form of an ice dragon? Oh, this is pretty. Oh. Yo. Kasha, kasha. Kasha, kasha, kasha. Kasha, 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 kasha. Kasha, kasha. The API is slow, no joke. Yeah, that's... Anyone that likes to mess with APIs always is on Twitch. Always. Always and forever. But thank you for your sub. Yeah, this is gonna definitely be a cool special attack once we close the book on this case. That was a fake? Well, the clouds have blown and revealed their true form. Ah! Okay, don't care. Look at how cool that looks. Oh! Oh! Actually, wait, did I save that picture? I did. Okay, we're good. New one. Sorry that you're dying, main characters. However, cool dragon. Ice dragon sinks its fangs into Demonbane's neck. Sparks and silver blood erupt from the wound. Gah! Son of a... I try to throw the monster off, but it's not relinquishing the mount position. The more I struggle, the deeper Demonbane sinks into the shattered ground. Don't get... Follow yourself! I take the gun we just fired and thrust it into the dragon's belly. This time, there's no way it'll miss. Is it just gonna ice itself? Eat the...
Dadorny? Dadorny?
There it is! Yippee, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Power inside of the plasma gun is surpassing prescribed limits. It's out of control. What? Why? Mr. Daijuji, stop! Yamete kura stop! Huh? So about that insurance policy, did any of you take that out? Did any of you take an insurance policy? Did any of you live near here? Yeah, I'm just using stream elements. I asked someone what they use and they said that. I don't know if there's anything better. Good job, Demonbane. You saved the city again. I mean, look at all these buildings that are still there. High above the rising smoke, the skies of Arkham City ring with innocent laughter. A high voice, clear like the sound of a bell. Immensely powerful magic begins to whirl through the air, pulling the laughter with it as it warps the very fabric of space. Whoa! Here we go. Robotic alchemic drive flashbangs. We never destroyed anything in that game. I don't know what you're talking about. Nope. Nope. You always make the most spectacular trouble for me. But at least it looks cool. With a grieved sigh, Ness listens to the report of the damage caused by the explosion. Demonbane is at the epicenter of the destruction, still on the ground. Despite the enormity of the blast, it doesn't appear to have suffered major damage. As tough as ever. Since the battle between Demonbane and the Cloud Giant, the abnormal weather phenomenon has dissipated. The whereabouts of the giant itself are unknown. There's something that huge would be hiding. How's your evening going, Tsukimi? Well, it just started, but it's going pretty good so far. Forgot about these guys, they're good. I said this earlier, but I know we have people rolling in. I will not be doing crazy voices today for everyone because I talked too much yesterday. And we have karaoke tomorrow. I didn't plan this whole stream schedule correctly, but we're doing it. Well, no matter. Looks like this one's out of our hands too. Bum bum. Ness mutters, watching the Hado Association's private militia gather around Demonbane. Conserving my power level. They seem to be in a frenzy over something, but the police aren't privy to the details. So I'm eating chips, which is probably bad for my throat, but it's all I want to eat right now. Just what happened to the authorities of the police force? We never had any to begin with. Hado or no Hado. Anyway, I'm happy to let them deal with all these problems. Inspector! I still think one of those guys he's got something up his sleeve. Mr. Daijuji's been abducted. Yes, Ikuo takes those sacrificed to it beyond the sky. Too many different worlds. My fragment appears to be duplicating that behavior. Why are you so calm about it? I'm searching for his presence even as we speak. Give me some peace and quiet. Yay, double Demonbane! Heck yeah. Heck yeah, gotta make up for lost time. Mistress Duty. We're ready to begin retrieving Demonbane. I have also dispatched a team to search for Mr. Daijuji. It looks like the repairs will be faster than expected. But it's strange. I thought the design was perfect. It shouldn't have been possible for it to go berserk like that. Good work. I know it will be difficult, but please try to work as quickly as possible. Mr. Daijuji's life is at stake. That curl is always causing more trouble. I back up, preparing myself for what's coming next. Despite this, I'm powerless without Magia's style. My body shivers. I'm at the brink of despair. I can even feel the cold sweat dripping down my face. Ithaqua? In front of me is Ithaqua in the shape of a snow giant and an ice dragon. I'm certain this is Ithaqua. Their presence is the same. Then why am I trying to confirm the same thing over and over? Same thing over and again. It's because Ithaqua can shift to other forms. Huh. I like the glasses, but the design is definitely not one that I would usually approve. Not my style. But I consider her a cold beauty. Tall, slender beauty was standing right in front of me. Body temperature tempered such elegance and firmness, like a fine blade. Her cold, piercing eyes shine behind the glasses. Very 2000s, very 2000s. She exudes a sharp, cold, spiritual presence, as if she was thrusting a blade. Page monsters are becoming more of a pain to deal with. Yeah, I do that. The outfit, like the lower part of this outfit, is really funny. it's unique. Like she's got the long jacket that then opens up to reveal the spandex. She's got them spats on the booty shorts. She's got the booty shorts, but although I feel like at this low on the hip, I don't actually think they're covering most of the booty. Ithaqua took a step and approaches me. Frost softly fell on the ground where she tread. Completely overwhelmed, I take a step back. Again, Ithaqua takes a step forward. One step closer, one step back. This continues to repeat until my back strikes against a wall. Damn it. Where am I? Looks like some old-fashioned stone corridor. An overbearing white light shines through a window. Was there ever a place like this in Arkham City? Nothing was different. This presence is different. The vacuum of this world is maddening. This is a completely different reality. That's right. Can't use common sense with these guys. In any case, it's clear that I am being trapped into a corner. Oh, she's smiling. Oh, sorry, she's sneering. Ithaqua is sneering. Her smile is horrifying enough to remind me of death. It's dreadfully alluring. It's not that bad. It's kind of cute. Ithaqua continues to approach. From this distance, the air is so cold it actually hurts. Oh god, I know that. When it's so cold that like you're breathing in and you can feel your insides getting cold. Like you feel like they're freezing, so you have to keep your mouth closed, but then you can only breathe through your nose, and then it gets cold in there. I get it, I know that. Slowly, she reaches her freezing right hand towards me. It'll be bad if this keeps going. She leaps to the side. You could see it coming. I can't move my legs. My shoes stuck to the frozen floor. I made the same mistake again. No, see, her eyebrows are normal. But what's above the eyebrows? She's got normal thin eyebrows, and then she's got crazy makeup going on. Ithaqa's hand seizes my neck. She starts tightening her grip on my throat. However, nothing serious is happening. Though a bit painful, she had no intent to strangle or break my neck. Double-browed. Get you a girl who's double-browed, I guess. What is more serious is she's cold. My body heat is being stolen. Air stung, or rather tore at my body. Frost sticks to my fingertips. My gripped throat is being covered with a thin film of ice. Temperature was so low that no normal creature could survive it, but strangely enough, my body doesn't die. Still, the cold air seeping into my body was quickly invading my organs and transforming my body into that of a monster's. Nope. Nope, I'm out! I'm not gonna become a monster like them. I tried to pull off Ikwa's arm, but my numbed arm couldn't move the way I thought it would. I couldn't get any strength in this arm in the first place. This is bad. Ikwa's phase approaches, our lips meet. Cold air rushes in. A blizzard is billowing within my body, the coldness reaching to my core. My consciousness is fading. Oh, God. Kami-sama. In the moment before I lose consciousness. Sudden heat boils from deep within my body, as though to drive away the freezing air. It reaches every corner in an instant, healing the parts afflicted by the beast. That would normally be bad, I feel like. Moving from crazy cold to super hot that quickly. That's like video game science. That's how you break things. There's a very specific boss in Wild Arms 3 where you have to use magic to do this exact thing so that you can break the boss's armor. Itsuko quickly pulls away her hand. I collapse right then and there. What just happened? What saved me? Super cold to hot would probably do some nerve damage, right? Bro is dying, and he doesn't even know it. In direct contrast to Irakla's, a being radiating burning air approaches. The bright light paints a world of silhouettes. A beast wrapped in white flames emerges from the depths of the darkness. This is... Look, Tuga! Buddy! He's like a little dog. Like, he's just a dog, you guys. He literally got that dog in him. It was the way the beast looks. Small in size and low in luminosity. Above all, it didn't give enough to melt the surroundings. Yet I couldn't be mistaken. This presence, it's Cthulhu. Why did it appear here? Right. Back then, the gun discharged. Don't tell me it was also released in that moment. Bark, bark. Bark, bark. The growl that nothing on earth could have made shook the corridor. Within my body, an accelerated technique is jump-starting my consciousness. Flaming beast glares as if to intimidate Ithaqua. Ithaqua is alert, stiff, and guarded. Moreover, Ithaqua and Cthulhu? I have a feeling this situation is seriously gonna go to hell. Yet, it does seem what erased the cold air inside my body was Cthulhu's magic. Why did Cthulhu help me? Well, she's sad now. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. We'll add you to our book afterwards. It'll all be okay. Realizing her disadvantage, Ithaqua turns to escape. Cthulhu's faster. Just become part of our book. The blazing flame blocked Wait. It changed how they spelled her name. Blocked Irakla's path of retreat. The entire corridor is blocked by a wall of flames. So I guess you pronounce it Irakua. Irakua. And then this is the actual spelling. Before Irakua makes her next move, the beast responds. In a flash, it releases Irakua at once. The scorching red winds exuding from Suga's body cause sweat to pour out of my body. flaming beast pounces on Idaquaz. It pins the woman down, preventing her escape. The white flame surges up. The flame blazes violently as it coils around the woman, devouring her like a beast. Uh-oh. Oh, she's not doing so well. There was nothing I could do, so I stared at the flames. Eventually, I saw a figure standing in the fire. Huh? What came out of the flames is not Idaquaz. What is? Ooh. Now, her booty is absolutely just out for everyone to see. Another tall woman, accompanied by several fireballs. Patuga? You're not a dog. Her brown skin is adorned in what is clearly a military uniform, perhaps to symbolize her aggressive nature? Right, I should have expected this. I can tell right away when looking at the aura of her magic. She gazes at me with passionately eyes. She gazes at me with passionately eyes. As if to match the feeling in the surroundings, her fireballs are quickly flickering. Are you Cthulhu? Good, it appears thou understand, my liege. I think she can speak. This isn't what I expected. Thou have no need to be surprised. So, for I too am part of Al-Azif. Making use of spiritual power mine mother provided, I was able to take human shape. Mother? You mean Al? Guys? Does that mean to some Al is a MILF? Weird. Yes, thou art the man chosen by our mother. I spoke to thee because I was curious. Still, is it not a disgrace of the master of Al-Azif being driven to such a miserable state whilst fighting us fragments? Leave me alone. Thou would certainly have been in danger had I not aided thee. As my sister was woven based on the divinity of Idaquaz, her behavior also imitates the attributes of such a god. Had things continued a while longer, thou surely would have turned into a Wendigo. Did they really connect? I feel like that's two different stories. Although I could very easily see him just swiping pre-existing stories and making them his own. Thou art inexperienced. That, in and of itself, is an issue. Thou shalt rule over thy mistress, the image of God, thy white queen. What does she mean by that? I know not who has done this, but this place exists in a space separate from our reality. In this realm, censorship is weakened, if only slightly. What? Wait, are they gonna show booba? Wait, no, we need that censorship. YouTube doesn't like no censorship. Censorship? What are you talking about? You should be able to grasp their intentions yourself. The flame covers my body, yet it didn't feel hot. Consciousness, burned by the karmic flame, is accelerating and transcending the time and space. What I saw was... What you saw was... a chant. The great emissary. What? That is coming from one side of my headphones. That's so weird! Oh, it's moving! Oh, this is weird. I forget that games do this. I feel like most games that I've played recently do not play with headphone position. The great emissary. Deep inside in the earth, from the world of the seven suns to the Nagai? Oh, Nagai? Forest, it comes. A flute plays. Oh, the black goat of the forest, pregnant with a thousand younglings? This poisonous feeling overflowing. An inhuman voice. What is happening? Yeah, shub niggeras. Clapping, laughter, chanting, chorus. Hello, Coleman! You missed 2 hot women so far. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, goat noises? I thought we were gonna hear a scream, and then I was like, wait, that's not a scream? Or a flute. I thought we were gonna hear a flute, and it was definitely not a flute. It was a goat screaming. And so I find myself in a dark and dense forest. Devilish music came from deep within. Actually, 3! 3 women! One of them we might see again, though. The other 2 of them, one of them we might see again. One of them we will probably definitely see. I just don't know when. Third one, she might be gone. The darkness rises and dances to match this abominant tone. Ignite, ignite. And the entire forest pulses like a living creature. Grotesque music mixes with the rustling of trees, the shriek of a nighthawk, a wild roar, the beating of a heart. I become deafened by the flood of noise. I cower instinctively. The earth vibrates. The forest pulsates and trembles as far as the eye can see. The earth is vibrating. The beat of the music sends the forest thrashing. A single shadow squirms through the forest. It is a shadow cast onto this reality from a being that exists from beyond space. A massive, formless thing sneers and vibrates. The shadow has risen. Oh! It was a faceless monster that howled as it swung its claws and tentacles. It stretched and shrunk without end. Yet it was also darkness, with 3 burning eyes, as well as a large, shining tree with golden tendrils. The reflection of outer space wails, looking up, trying to reach the very end of space-time. In the center of the world, it raises a cry that sounded both like death throes and cries of newborn at once. Its voice shatters my soul. Spell resounds through my mind, drowning out the howling of the trees. An appeal to the former ruler Kstuga. Oh, here she is. She talks so quietly compared to the other voices. Here's one of a few countermeasures to combat against chaos. Guys, I'm pretty good at this, I feel like. The sky is set ablaze. It is a world of twilight. The stars shine even brighter than a blazing red sun. Formula star! White knight, if ye shall oppose fate, thou shalt require myself. Dost thou not agree? Thou must surely burn it into thine eyes, the tyrannical light which exorcises the chaotic darkness. Oh, so true, bestie. So true, bestie. The darkness vanishes and the flute fades. The world fills with a tremendous amber glow. A thunderous sound covers the forest. A loud roar, a scream of rage, a howl of horror. Thousands of light balls manifest. The light balls burn the earth, the forest, and the space, purifying the world of its overwhelming heat. The last chant of the spell is applauded. But that's you, isn't it? The power of the violent god tastes the avatar of darkness. Voiceless agony echoes across the dark forest. Whether it's struggling or laughing, the avatar of darkness is erased by the explosion. That scenery permanently scars and etches itself into the depths of my very soul, similar to a stigma. And then a flash of light comes. When the light stops, I find myself in the corridor again. Even now, my consciousness still burns from the flash of light that erased the dark forest. The power of Cthulhu. I know it very well from the incident in Innsmouth. Yet that scene just now. What was that mighty darkness which shook the dark forest? Oh, there she is! Can you repeat that, ma'am? Cthulhu spoke a strange word that doesn't belong to any language known to man. However, it was interrupted by some radio-like noise, making me unable to hear it clearly. Censorship, is it? It was quicker than I anticipated. The moment for the white blood cell program to reach this location draws near. What? What is the white blood cell program? What does it have to do with electric horrors? Censorship? Just as I was about to ask what she meant, a flame explodes in front of me, sending a cold light shining from the other side of the white karmic flame. Heathcliff? My spell did not incinerate her. The creature exiting the flame was not in the form of a woman, but that of an ice dragon. It spreads its wings and unleashes a violent gale as it takes off. The target of its open jaws is me. It wouldn't take even a blink of an eye for it to tear me apart. And yet, I was terribly calm. I approached Idaquad, thrusting out my right arm. Oh. Oh! Oh, they look cool. Did she always have elf ears? Hold on. Did I miss that part? Did I miss the part where she got elf ears? I don't remember that. Four ears? Oh yeah, she does have 4 ears. Or is that hair? Actually, that might be hair. She might just have hair that sticks up like that. Alright, kasha kasha. Kasha kasha. Indeed. Well done, my liege. The accelerating spell rushes inside the accelerating... inside of the accelerating mind. The spell compromised of complex laws is compressed, then rewrites and manifests the world in a mere instant. So we're accelerating spells to accelerate the mind. No, we're accelerating spells inside of our accelerated mind. We're zipping our complex laws and rewriting the files. Okay, got it. After a flame erupts from Cthulhu's body. A flame drew a spiral, glowing, then collapsing into magic letters. This time, they draw a helix concentrated and crystallized on my palm. The shape is... God! I could feel the fear from Idaquab. My finger pulls the trigger. A flash of light burns my eyes. It deafens my ears. Phew! In that light, I can see the form of Idaquab melting down into particles. Was she destroyed? But this was the other woman. I was gonna say white woman. No, white king, not white woman. But this is Idaquab. What is she doing? Is she good now? A spectacular white king. I see thou shalt do. Cthulhu and Idaquab, they are kneeling at my feet. I guess we do take... We book them. They held my hand at the same time. Each brought my hand to their mouth and kissed it. Like knights that pledge their allegiance to a princess. I pray, White Knight. Or White King. You need to make ear-shaped hair a real-world style. It would be cute. I'm surprised actually that that hasn't like been a thing. Or at least not that I've seen. Maybe it is a thing and I just haven't seen it before. Like it seems like something that would have happened in like the early 2000s in the anime community. But I don't think it did. In this moment, the two girls became enveloped in light. They dissolved in the light and lose their shape. I too am surrounded by the light. Soon, everything becomes unclear. In that moment, before losing consciousness, I heard them both say this. We pledge ourselves to thee during the forthcoming days. Aw yeah, two new girls. Kudo! Kudo! Uh-huh. Where are we? I awaken to a voice calling my name. My eyelids are like lead. When I force them open, everything is out of focus. Well, hand-holding and kissing? It's a new level, because this isn't just hand-holding. This is kissing the hand as well. Like, that's... Wow. Wow, I thought we took all the loot out of this game. All ages my butt. Good morning, Eroto. Welcome, man. Through my blurry vision, I can make out someone staring into my face. Hey! How slovenly. Pull yourself together. There's no mistaking this abusive tongue. I blink rapidly, managing to clear my vision. Al? Finally. I was wondering when you'd wake up. I don't get it. What's going on? I'll figure in the shop today. Same price as a larger MD. Yeah, the pop-up shop one, right? It's such a pretty figure, though. You should get it. I try to get up, but my body's like a slab of stone. What? Don't push yourself. Your oh, your body is utterly exhausted. What? I remember. I was taken to another world where I encountered the humanoid Kathuga and Itakwa. And that strange scene. Oh, I can't remember it clearly. It feels like something unimaginable. Are you alright? You seem shocked. No worries. I'm alright. Takemi told me to get it and now I must. Yes. Yes, obey your liege. No worries, I'm alright. So, where am I? What happened to that corridor? What are you talking about? We appear to be inside a ruined building. The morning sun is peeking through a broken wall. The sun shines warmly upon the city. The blizzard is over. I guess the phenomena caused by Itakwa has ended? Why am I here? That's what I want to know. I was searching for you when suddenly I felt your presence here. And what's more... I'll thrust this sheet. That's not how you spell sheet. Is this some spelling of sheet I don't know about? I mean, no mistaking them. These are definitely Al's pages. What happened after Itakwa carried you off? When I found you unconscious, you were holding the pages on Itakwa as well as the escape pages of Kathuga. Even I have no idea how... I thought so, but what exactly happened? I don't remember. Everything after I was abducted is a big blur. I think I met Kathuga and Itakwa, but it might have been a dream. Sheet! That's how we're spelling sheet from now on. Well, so be it. Everything has turned out well. Pages in Al's hand glow, becoming a shining double helix that vanishes into her chest. We've taken back Idaqua's power and Cthulhu has returned to me. However, it would probably be best not to depend on that Hado-built magic weapon from now on. The same thing might very well happen again. Yeah... I'm not satisfied with the lack of an explanation for all this, but I nod anyway. It's true that everything had turned out well, even though there's still too many unsolved mysteries. The Hado people will be here soon. Can you stand? Yeah, I think so. Ow! When I try to push myself off the floor, the sudden pain from the back of my hand makes me grimace. What, are you hurt after all? Not that, it's my hands. I look at the back of my hand, and there I see... What the... There are scars on the back of my hands. They clearly aren't normal. Oh my god. He's got 2 people for the Holy Grail War? Someone stop him. He's too powerful. That shouldn't be allowed. These shapes, they obviously have some meaning. My right hand is a livid burn, like I was just branded or something. The red inflamed skin appears to be in some sort of pattern. The design is clearly the arcane symbol for fire. Brand of fire. My left hand is a pattern of deep cuts. Although there's no blood, the wound remains open. The arcane symbol for wind, a seal of wind. What are those? I don't know. I shake my head in confusion. But I can guess. Fire and wind. Can it be? Cthulhu and Idaquah? Elle looks at me strangely, like she's half pleased, half annoyed. I don't know why, but they appear to have taken quite a liking to you. Perhaps they will be more obedient the next time we summon them? They did pledge themselves to me. Really? Is that what this means? My head is spinning. So all that stuff really happened. I'm curious about exactly how you tame those monsters. Just how did you deceive my alter egos? Well, ma'am, we are good people. I don't know. I take a deep breath. Because I can't understand what is what. Is this caused by those 2 pages? Or did someone else, someone I don't know, have a hand in it? Did it hand? Because his hands have been branded? Is that someone laughing at me as I struggle through these battles? I don't know. I don't know anything, but something's moving. I have a feeling. I have that feeling. Who is laughing? Who is laughing at us? The innocent laughter echoes through the city, somehow perilous in its purity. It dances through the skies of Arkham. It melds with the light of the sun. It rides upon the brisk wind. Is this the person that was laughing? That is not the voice I was anticipating. It took a lot of effort to intervene with the fragments of the Necronomicon, but it turned out better than I expected. Upon the hour hand of the enormous clock that looked down over the whole of Arkham City. What? Everyone is so edgy in this, you guys. There a shadow stands, laughing. There's a tiny patch of darkness hidden beneath the wide blue sky. The light which drives away darkness births shadows. A dichotomy? It is a gap caused by this paradox, that the darkness lurks, and within it the shadow stands. You've got pretty strong, haven't you? But this is just the beginning, Kuro. If you keep getting stronger, surely. I shine in the darkness and the shadow. They glitter with a myriad of swirling emotions. Their gaze travels far, eventually reaching Kudo, where he is entering a Hado car. Glowing with some anticipation, those eyes never leave Kudo, nor the car he's in. Even after he vanishes from sight, they watch. Watch. Do we get to see? No, we don't. What? That was so short! I feel like we skipped like half of the... Compared to the ones before that. That was so short. Like, we didn't have the whole lead up to finding the pages. I guess that didn't really matter. What mattered was the end. He is wandering, tumbling, and falling down. Tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. And falling down the straight rail. He was betrayed by the past and violated by the future. Despair bound him and desperation devoured him. Exhaustion ravishes him. Pain embraces him. In the quiet burning of the night, the old man waits. With an unwavering spirit, he waits. Or more accurately, he gathers up his anxiety and waits. To think back, it was a long battle. Would be correct. Incorrect. The battle had begun before he was himself, and will continue tormenting him after he dies as himself. He's me for real for contorting me, Koron. To say that this is a long battle would be wrong. It is a battle waged over eternity. For all of future, for all of past. He is going to die here. He will die, and be bound into the next eternity. The despair poisons him slowly, infinitely. This is you, Mikoran? Man, you've got it rough. But he will continue to fight. Victory will not be for himself. Victory will be for the correct future at which he will eventually arrive. For the future whose very possibility is non-existent right now. For the future that will never connect. For the world being devoured by evil. For the world being violated by injustice. Injustice? For the mother whose child was robbed of tomorrow. For the father who could not protect his child's tomorrow. For the tears that have dried out. For the blood that has been shed. For those victories. He sharpens his steel. He sharpens his steel on the flame of his blood. What? With his own blood, he tempers it. To leave it with the next warrior. And the next warrior after that. And still the one after that. Yeah, we just keep getting edgy. How do they keep out-edging each other? Don't think too much about that sentence. For the warrior that smites evil. For the warrior who will end evil. He sharpens his sword, the innocent blade. You've aged, Hado Kozo. What? Grandpa? The gold tears through the dark of night. This gold is not the gold of light, but gold of dark. Golden darkness! Oh, of course! Hello, Flavio! How do you enjoy golden darkness? Darker than any darkness, and darkness far too black. And in the darkness glows two golden eyes. The eyes of a demon. You're here. Old man looks into the golden eyes. He peers into the golden abyss. The gold eyes quivering with darkness. What? Wait. Ruri's grandfather is besties with this guy? But... time was quite entertaining. Quite the entertaining play as well. However, as usual, I've grown tired of it. I shall move on to the next play now. A rift across the gold's face, a terrible smile. The old man takes a step forward and readies himself. He's got an ab window. I feel like this outfit would look good on girls as well, because like, maybe you'd have to take it down a little bit lower, but like the under boob and the abs, I feel like that would be good. The light flashes through the darkness. The blade in the old man's right hand. A magic blade engraved with magic symbols of fire. And the record is called Scimitar of Barzai. So is this in the past? This has to be the past. Golden darkness is a cutie! He is pretty cute. Let this be a most magnificent end to your life of despair. I shall pay respect with the greatest burial. And to the despair that will begin again, the greatest welcome. You are the desperate one, beast. His smile freezes over. His golden void eyes pierce the old man. He has no need to hide his intent. The old man is exposed to the bare golden hatred. The winter sky is quite beautiful. The air is calm. Stars shine so. Wait, how do you see the stars if it's snowing? But this cold, it must be difficult on that old body of yours. So let us begin. I do not wish to see an old man strain himself. The wind blows. The old man's cape and the beast's suit flutter vigorously. The two of them leap into the wind. The illumination of the night lights their stage. From the heavens falls snow that fills up the entire night sky. Snow and the light of the clock tower that looks over all of Arkham. Right there, that's it, right there. They fall along the tower, the wind roaring as they hurtle down, down, down. Two hands of the clock tower point to 12. Bells chime through the city that never sleeps. Let's begin. Arya? The golden one falls, his hair fluttering and defying the laws of nature. He kicks the sky and lunges towards the old man falling alongside him. He swings his right hand. The light streaks through the sky. The golden cross in his right hand slashes through the dark of night. The old man thrusts his left hand at the cross. The fourth sign is the elder sign. Cleanse all threat and hostility and shield me! Grimoire pages spin around the old man and surround him. The winter air rides the vortex of magic to become a blizzard. The pentagram glows as it forms a barrier before the raging storm of pages and snow. The cross sparks and bounces back, not reaching the old man. Oh? The golden beast lets out a cry of admiration. The grimoire pages fly away with a gust of wind. And in the old man's left hand is an open grimoire. That book. The original notes on the Necronomicon. Clever. However, old man's body spins with a vortex of wind, turning him into a tornado that slices all who come into contact with it. He attacks the golden beast. Tornado blades catches the beast, but the blades slide right through his body, and the golden shadow disappears into snow. That book's contents are not something that can be relied on. This is the same sound effect they used for when we were beating up the green-haired guy. 11 gold figures surround the man. 11 fists pummel his body. Alright, I guess that's why. The dull sound of shattering bones echoes through his body. His body flies like a bullet at the clock tower. Crater is pounded into its wall. Uh-oh, Grandpa. He coughs violently and spits out globs of blood. The 11 beasts combine back into one. He hovers in the air, his hair fluttering. Snow falls silent. That grimoire is not sufficient. But surely, this is not all you have. The bell chimes. The old man can't move. He gasps for breath, still driven into the tower wall. The snow and the bitter wind eats away at his body. This is our rivalry. You and me. Don't let it end so soon. Bell chimes. The old man can't move. I will give you a chance. From now on, until the bell ceases, I shall remain completely defenseless. And during that time, you shall give it your all. Burn away every last bit of energy you have, and try to steal victory away from fate. Bell chimes. The old man can't move. Now, what's the matter? Do you not feel up to it yet? Well then, how about this? Why don't you let me down? And when that happens, your beloved granddaughter, I will violate her. Whoa! And feed her to the fish of unnecessarily. The bell chimes. The old man. You'll regret this later, you kid! He flies. Countless grim creatures fly out. They wrap around the golden beast and bind him. The bell chimes. Yes, even if you can't defeat me, you can at least entertain me. Free me of even a fraction of this eternal tedium. Tens of silver flashes streak through the dark night. The enchanted silver knife flies into the beast, dripping with blood. Soon, the beast bursts into song. In a voice that was neither male nor female. A song so terribly pure, so horribly beautiful. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Why? Why that song of all of them? Is that like... Is that the author's favorite song? Is that like a song that, oh my god, why can't I remember his name? Cthulhu author. Is it like a song that he's associated with? Ah! The bell chimes. Because it's churchy. I guess that guy is kind of holy-esque. You got the holy-esque feeling going. Why are you looking at me like that, Asian Catfish? Did you not like my singing? I like my singing. Old man charges with his scimitar. The engraved symbol of magic burst and set the blade ablaze. The snow that falls on the man evaporates and dissipates its steam. The burning blade comes crashing down. Oh, he's still going. I'm just gonna let him do it. It was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. Actually, I don't know this part. How precious did that grace appear. The hour I first believed. The first streak through the sky. The fire streaks through the sky and slashes the beast again and again. Its body is consumed in flames. The bell stops. The song continues. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. I must have heard the rest of that song. I just don't know the tune. More blades flash in the old man's hands. Kimitaro bars eye between all of his fingers. He throws them, and they pierce. 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 He forms a sign with his index and little finger. Burst! The spell of fire contained in the scimitar activates, explodes, and link together. Burst. 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 The explosions light up the night sky as the sun does. The blast knocks the old man away. Glah! The song. When we've been here 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than we've first begun. Doesn't stop. And the bells chiming.
Master Tyrion!
Well done. Amazing grace, oh amazing grace. Shit. Asian catfish turned away from me when I started singing again. Stop. The cold, burning, sharp blow through his heart. The beast's hand pierces through the old man's body. We're not supposed to know that it's Grandpa? But he said his name. Do they just not want to show him? The beast smiles as the blood the old man coughs up splatters on his face. The beast is unharmed. The grimoire pages no longer bind him, and the silver knives no longer pierce him. They have not left a single wound on him, nor is his body burning under the flames. Powerlessness echoes through the old man's empty heart. The bell echoes in the silence of the night. Goodbye. We shall meet again at the end of eternity. Hello, Kozo. No. Oop. Perhaps at your final moment, I should call you by your original name.
Master Tyrion.
Terry on! Old man's hand seized the beast's face. Its strength is far more than expected of a dying man. The beast laughs at the old man's strength, that even with such strength his life ends, meaningless and pitiful before fate. You mock me. You laugh, thinking that I fight a meaningless fight. But listen up. I don't have to win today. I don't have to win. It all connects to the next, and the one after that. As you sow destruction, the justice that cannot forgive the evils also accumulate. And eventually, the future will come with your defeat. I've heard those words before, about 1,700 times. How is the taste of the despair that rips you apart? You struggle and struggle, and all disappears as bubbles, as dust back to nothing. Oh, he's so silly. I'm sad. I'm sad. It's so sad. It's comical. As the beast laughs, this time the old man laughs. The beast's smile freezes. His dark golden eyes stare at the old man. He stares at his brilliant black eyes. Snow falls silent. What are you laughing about? Humans struggle even as they despair. But you're different. You're a boiled leech. You're a pitiful leech, drifting off to sleep in the warmth of boiling despair. Now, who is the laughable one here? That doesn't even make sense. Oh! The old man's head goes flying. Golden eyes, lightless eyes, are burning with hatred. Snow piles onto his burning body. The blood gushes from the dead body. The blood gushing from the dead body melts the ice. While holding the slumped corpse behind, or being showered with its own blood, the golden beast replies to the severed head. We both are. This eternity of this universe, of space, is a comedy. Man's gone down, lost his head. The snow falls silently. It's terribly cold. I guess we didn't ever hear about how Hado Kozo died. I just thought he was old, but no, he was murdered by Tyrion. Naruhodo. And I guess We can't be the reincarnation of him. Because it seems like there's like one persisting spirit, the indomitable human spirit, but it takes over people. But it doesn't seem like it's like being reborn kind of thing. The news of Hado Kozo's death spread instantly, causing an uproar around the world. People speculated the details of his death because it was so sudden, and because the Hado group did not offer any explanation, because he had had the reputation of a Superman. New rumors and new legends were born. Naturally, many believed he had died in an accident or by disease, but some did not believe that he died at all, and claimed that he had run away mysteriously. I'm sure he can find a new one. But he's Hado Kozo, okay? He's got the monies. I think he can find a new head. More specifically, some claimed he had run away from assassins, and another said he'd hidden from the world, commanding the underground. There were even those that said he had transplanted his soul into a younger body with black magic in return. I feel like that's the closest. Like, not actually what happened, but that's basically what is happening. The world went crazy with such theories, only fueled by the fact that his successor, Kozo's granddaughter, was so young and beautiful, completely ignoring the actual person of the next leader, Hado Ruri. Hado Ruri sits atop a lonely throne, but still a heavy determination in her heart. The world rages its calamitous winds, but her will is unfaltering. She must not forgive Black Lodge. Thou become the blade that smites evil. Ruri does not know the truth behind her grandfather's death. But even then, his will remains. His justice lives on. Demonbane! The demon-slaying sword left by her grandfather. She races through the storm in search of the justice that may wield that power. And... oh, they meet. Cool, Vadis. Chapter 9. Yeah, I guess we're on the Ruri Route. So we might have to play it again. So that we can get Al-Azif. Daijuji Kuro. Demonbane's pilot. A Magius who uses a legendary grimoire, Al-Azif. That, and a private detective. I'm sure, maybe, probably? Oh, it's Ruri! I'm sure when we first met, I thought he was just a regular run-of-the-mill irresponsible man. He had a dopey face that completely lacked ambition. I had my doubts if he was really capable of handling the secrets of magic. I haven't heard anything about his record as a private investigator. Actually, I don't know of him ever having had a real case. Occasionally, a third party arranges part-time jobs as a librarian or scribe, so he is at least able to survive. Is he really the best choice for this? However, he did study the secret arts of Miskatonic University. He was also trained by Dr. Armitage, the professor, and Professor Shrewberry themselves. I don't know why he left his studies, though. All we know is that he is the most suitable investigator for our mission. Ruri recalls the shiver that went through her spine after seeing his face when she touched upon that. His eyes gleamed icily. For only an instant, revealing a glimpse of darkness locked away behind his pupil. Bum bum. Those were the eyes of a practitioner of the dark arts. Is this his true form? I wondered to myself. But apparently, my instinct was only half right. Even in his slovenly state, he was more than capable. At any rate, I was able to see directly through his power and commission him for the job. As for his work, in a way, he produced results far beyond my expectations. In fact, he was so successful it almost got on my nerves. And thus, Daijuji Kuro and Al, the spirit of Necronomicon, eventually became the controller of Demonbane to combat the Black Lodge. At first, I wouldn't allow it. Why should complete strangers be allowed to touch Demonbane, the memento of my grandfather? How can such airheads who can't even comprehend my grandfather's resolution control Demonbane in the first place? Why couldn't it be me instead? However, the anger and aggression was quelled. After seeing him in battle, I changed my mind. The fear I felt when the Black Lodge attacked, when all I could do was cry out for my safety zone. That is when I learned it. In the midst of the terror, he fought. Even now, he fights. This isn't the sort of thing you can fake or do on a whim. I can remember the sun shining on his body after the incident in Ismath. The countless scars cut into his body. They were scars he obtained since he chose to fight the Black Lodge with Demonbane. Even in the short time that passes, he suffered more wounds than he's suffered in his entire life. The wounds he suffered when he protected Ruri was still red. Oh yeah. That's right. She sometimes refers to herself in third person. That throws me off. I'll never forget how red it was. And then I remember the warmth of his palms. For some reason, that warmth seemed to melt my frozen heart. And then, before anyone knew it, Kudo's presence in my life had become much larger than anyone else could have anticipated. Even as I sit here thinking of nothing in particular, I can't help but remember his face. She likes us. Ooh, she likes us. What has happened to me? I don't know why I keep thinking of him. It's such an uncomfortable feeling. I don't think it's because he's irritating me. Maybe because I'm sad or angry or spiteful or shy. Or maybe it's because I've taken a liking to him. I can't understand it. Even I'm not immune to love, after all. There's no reason for me to understand my own feelings either. In fact, I don't even know if I'm interested in the opposite sex. Of course I am! It would be strange if I weren't. I mean, you can like the girlies. I collapse on top of my work desk, red to my ears, and start crying. Kudo's presence in my life has become bigger and bigger. I can barely stand it anymore. You see, Mrs. Judy is starting to go nicely crazy now. Wow, it's kind of fun spying on her behind her back. She's been acting like this all the time lately. She hasn't been able to get any work done at all. I just realized, is the green girl... Hers are shorts. I didn't realize that before. She's wearing shorts. I see. That is the face of a maiden in love. Huh? Which means... So it's related to the incident with Mr. Daijuji then, as I suspected. Zoom, enhance. Like, they're definitely shorts. She's a maid in shorts. They got eavesdropped while eavesdropping. These maids aren't maiding. What are you talking about? This is totally maid behavior. Maids are meant to snoop. Please be quiet. You're being very loud. When did you get here? I'm a butler after all. That doesn't really answer my question. Anyway, Master Wen, what's this Kurdo incident? And after sleep, I have a good rest of the stream. Night night, Omega, Otima. Sleep well. The young madam underwent her sudden change just after the Innsmouth incident. And you know what happened at Innsmouth? She was all alone with Mr. Daijuji. We'll have to question him. Dirty. It's a witch hunt. We'll interrogate him, torture him, and burn him at the stake. Although to look at her, Madame Ruri doesn't seem to be against the idea. What are you saying? What if this no-good low-life bottom-dwelling scum of Mr. Daijuji ended up joining the Hado family? What if he took control of the Hado Financial Association? Heh. Do you really hate Kudo that much? Oh, of course not! What a sweet, innocent smile. Mr. Daijuji is head of the Financial Association. I don't think he likes that idea. What's wrong, Mr. Winfield? Is something bothering you? Which means it will be the young master who heads into battle in Demonbane, and I, the faithful butler, supporting him. Mr. Winfield? What is he imagining right now? Oh my, not the Black Lodge again. Will those uncultured ruffians not even let me enjoy my afternoon tea time leisurely? Winfield, prepare Demonbane for battle. Please wait, Master Kudo. I am just in the middle of waxing it. No time for that, Winfield. What are these weird delusions? What? He is like truly a butler through and through. That would be heavenly. What are you blushing for? Good morning, Vassal. Welcome in. I understand. We'd best hurry then. He's into it. He's into the idea of Daijuji Kudo joining the Hado Association. Please bring Master Daijuji immediately. Come now. We may become very busy soon. Hurry! Kidnap him if you must. What? He's so motivated about all of a sudden. Filthy, 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 filthy. Reading the newspaper, huh? What's with that puzzled face? Read it yourself. Arkham advertisers. In the local newspaper, in this town, here in Arkham City, the paranormal incident capital of the world, the media is our lifeline. Naturally, the Arkham advertiser is our primary source of information. I quickly find the article Al was talking about. On the front page. At the top of the page in huge letters. Ooh. 78 Black Lodge members were found killed in Sector 18? That's a lot of dead people. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Let me see. Last night, 78 members of the criminal organization Black Lodge were found murdered. The police are investigating the incident as a dispute between criminal organizations. You've got to be kidding me. A gang dispute? You have to be suicidal to pick a fight with them. Who in their right mind would do that? Well, present company excluded, that is. What do you think, Al? I think they were sacrificed. I can't really say much about it from this. One thing's for sure, though. Something unusual is happening within the ranks. Huh? Well, duh. Type it! I said I can't tell much about it yet. Who could have done this? And why would they do it? My mind fills with unanswered questions. I know it's no use thinking about it, but sooner or later, we're going to get involved in this. You better be prepared. Guys, it is unnaturally cold right now. Why? It's June is like days away, and it is actually cold. I don't understand. I thought I was gonna be needing my AC soon, but I want to turn on my heater now. This is weird. Yeah, but if that happens, I'd like those guys to help us out. I looked down at the sigil on my hand. A brand that was burned into my skin by Kathuga, and a seal that was carved into my skin by Irakoa. They are each facets of Al, and these sigils are proof that they have found me worthy, I guess. But I'm still unable to fully handle their power. Get it handled? I guess I needed magic weapons to properly control their powers, huh? The Hado Association is apparently constructing a new one, but I want to get my hopes up. Anyway, just forget about using their power for now. Don't blame me if something happens like last time again. That's what it comes down to after all. But I can tell something is trying to change. The omens have already shown that the Anticross have begun to take action. If I could use that power now, it'd be a priceless weapon. Is there anything else we can do? Nothing! I can't believe you said no. If I leave you alone, you'll get in trouble. I'm just warning you. Damn. I don't think we're in a good situation either. We need to take some kind of measure, but we can't do that right now. How about the pages? How far along are we on that? We've collected 90% of them. There are only a few remaining. But that being the case, the chances of running across one of my... We've breached containment! The words have breached containment! Chance of running across one of my fragments has also decreased proportionally. I guess we've run out of stuff to do then? Just deal with it. Also, don't neglect your daily training. Anyway, at least I know it's not worth getting upset about. All I can do now is sit around, eat, and hone my skills. What's that? Don't ask me. Uh-oh. Commencing Operation 1800. Operation Oz. Start. Roger. Roger. Huh? Are you guys with the Hado Association? Aren't you guys with the Hado Association? Anti-sorcerer suppressive shot. Fire! Wait. Please don't, just play with me. My paper heart will bleed. If it's a paper heart, why is it bleeding? It should just crumple. Crumples your paper heart. Hey now. You're a rock star. Rubber riot suppression shots rain down upon me. Not bullets. Cannonballs. From bazookas. Around 10 of them. With enough force to easily shatter every bone in my body. I would like to make an objection based on the grounds that those are lethal weapons. But before I'm able to say anything, I lose consciousness. Or rather, my consciousness was shattered. Daijujikuro Kuro has been suppressed! Capture him! Roger. Daijujikuro Kuro has been captured. Clear! Alright, stuff him in the car. It's like someone had a bone to pick with. Well, they need him so that he could get married to Ruri-sama. Absolute silence. Good old Al. Sorry to keep you waiting. What? Huh? Where's Kuro? He was captured. Wait, are they taking him on a date? So may I ask why I've been pulled away from my work to be brought to a place like this? I'm terribly sorry, but you seem to be fatigued lately, mistress. It's important to take breaks once in a while. A break? But this is so sudden. They should be arriving soon. Arriving? Who? Kuro no looks human? Does he no longer look fully white? No, he looks human when he's in human form. He has to go into like this special, I forget what they call it, form. His magic form. Although now he's got branding on his hands because he was pledged to by two hotties. seems somewhat noisy out there. I believe they're here. If my ears aren't playing tricks on me, I can hear some harsh, inhumane sounds coming from somewhere. The roads are congested. Master Winfield, sorry to keep you waiting. Excellent work. You performed admirably. Mission accomplished. We changed the brake pad in Demonbane, but we're not in Demonbane. They were driving just a regular car. And what exactly is this thing in front of me? It looks like you shouldn't come within 5 meters of it, nor talk to it, which seems to be uncontrollably bleating like a sheep, and looks to be tied up like a prisoner about to be shipped, to serve 5,000-year sentence. Please release him. Okay. Yeah, they're shipping them. They're absolutely shipping them. What did you do to me? What? Mr. Daijuji? Princess? What are you... Like, a long story short, before I could figure out what was happening, I was brought to the princess. As her eyes were about to meet, she suddenly blushes and turns away. What kind of reaction is that? Did I do something to offend her? Anyway, I need to get out of this extraordinarily unusual situation. I guess my current fashion is too novel for the present audience? Every last person in town is staring at me. What did we do to you, Mr. Daijuji, you ask? You mustn't take the Hado Financial Association lightly, you poor commoner. We can easily see right through a degenerate, low-class, disgusting wretch like you, Mr. Daijuji. Desu. Now, it's time to confess your sins. Confess? About what? Mr. Daijuji, what exactly happened when you were alone with Madame Nudie at the ocean? What? Now it's my turn to be red in the face. Ah, I see. I get what they're trying to do. Princess, you're still concerned about what happened then, huh? Like, I don't blame you. As I struggle to form a coherent sentence, the relentless interrogation continues. So it's something far too disgusting to say out loud, eh? Filthy. Men are so filthy. You're a monster, Mr. Daijuji. You're worse than a monster. You're a miserable, cruel, black-hearted, feces-encrusted rat. Woohoo! Not bad going. Kuro. Man, I never thought you'd have the guts to lay a finger on Miss Nudie. You may have a cute face, but you're a real wolf, you sly dog, you. But wait! Filthy. I made contact with them. What? Stop! She's got the worst mouth of all of them. That's enough out of all of you. Whoa. Oh, it wasn't just sound effects. She actually has a gun. Where did you get that gun from? Wait a minute, why are you firing at my feet? I can't even run away like this. Shut up! I can't believe you dragged me here for such worthless reason. I'm leaving. Princess has flown into a fit of rage. I don't blame her though. However, her butler looks unfazed as he tries to reason with her. Now, young miss, surely this is a matter of some concern. I think it would be worthwhile to carefully discuss the subject. Winfield, what on earth are you thinking? Mr. Daijuji. Yes? I unconsciously straighten my back as the conversation suddenly turns to me. The butler removes the bindings and quietly hands me 2 pieces of paper. They're movie tickets.
ご武運を
I wish you luck on the field of battle.
何の戦いに対する
What battle are you talking about?
やはりここはセオリー
According to my theory, I thought it would be best to choose someone who was loyal and devoted. The mistress is inexperienced after all. After coming this far, it's now obvious what they're trying to say. Yeah, he's full on wingman mode. Why are they doing this all of a sudden?
待てよ
Wait,
あんたらばっかり
you're acting all you're all acting crazy,
大十字様
Mr. Daijuji. Sudden chill races up my spine. My skin breaks out in goosebumps and my neck starts to tingle. My tongue goes numb and my eyeballs start to hurt. I detect killing intent. I feel a sharp aura of hostility. A hot metal blade pressed against my skin. Butler is still smiling, but his eyes glimmer icily. His heart stops for an
あ
instant.
の時
As for what happened between you and Mr. Studi, Mr. Daijuji,
あったのか
it is none of my business,
それは
as her servant, to inquire, nor do I intend to make it so.
するつもりもございません私はただ
I merely wish to support the mistress in whatever path she has chosen in life, as is my duty.
ですが
However,
もしも
if anyone were to, I would say, track mud over the young mistress's pure heart, if anyone were to cause her some kind of harm,
このウィンフィールド
I, the most humble Winfield, am prepared to strike such an evildoer down with great vengeance and fury. This got serious. I think I'm going to cry. No, screw this. I'm going to wet my pants.
まあそれはともか
Now, setting that aside for the
最
moment,
近のお嬢様
the mistress has been very troubled recently. Mr. Daijuji, if you can find it in you, please comfort her.
慰めてあげてくださいます
The butler smiles cheerfully. In an instant, the overwhelming aura of killing intent that surrounds him vanishes. This guy is scary! All I can do is repeatedly nod my head.
ルリお嬢様
Mr. Suri. Yes.
大十字様が
Mr. Daijuji wishes to speak with you, mistress.
ちょうど良い
Now is the perfect time. Why don't the two of you relax for a while? How does she not realize what's happening? She can't be that dumb, right? Guys, she can't be that dumb.
私どもはこれで退散させて
We shall leave you undisturbed. Huh? Huh, wait, Winfield?
さあさああなたたち
Now, let us be going. Okay,
了解しました。
roger that. Alright, got it. See you later, kiddo. Hang in there.
しっかりな。
But wait, where are you going? With that, everyone else vanished like the wind. The two of us were left behind. All the townspeople around are staring at us. Neither of us is sure what to do next. We just stand there silently for a moment. We continue to stare at each other in confusion. Every time we look at each other, we become more and more embarrassed. We each become bright red like a boiled lobster. Yes, what is it? Movie tickets are in my hands. She's sheltered and a tsundere? Yeah. Yeah, it's a powerful combination. I guess I have no choice.
さてと
No.
準備は
Everyone
よろし
prepared?
いですね
Are they watching them?
映画
They
館内の
are.
観客は全て我々の諜報員の
All the
先生
people in the movie theater. Undercover agents working for us. Listening devices and hidden cameras have been installed all throughout the building.
お二人に
Now I'm afraid I must ask you two to observe them carefully. Everything must go according to plan.
それはもう
It's something a little beyond observing, isn't it?
主君を見守るのが
This is a servant's duty to protect their master.
しかし
Still, this is very good. It's such an innocent situation. When was the last time my chest has fluttered like this, I wonder? He's such a shipper.
絶対趣味だと思います。
Somehow I get the feeling that this is just your personal hobby.
大体なんで
But did you suddenly start pressing the topic of a date anyway?
大十字様とお会いする
Before she met Mr. Daijuji, I had never seen Mr. Studi make such a bountiful variety of expressions. was obvious that the mistress was becoming burdened by the size of the Hado Financial Association, the greatness of the old master, and her duty towards the demon-slaying sword. It's only natural, is it not? Even though she is very sharp, she is still just a young girl, and she has been left with the burden of the entire Hado Association. And although I was able to support her by her side, I was unable to save her heart. Master Wen! And Mr. Daijuji was able to easily do that. Which all others in the Hado Association had failed. And as you can see, when Mr. Duty is with Mr. Daijuji, the fatigue becomes healed. Therefore, I wish to do all in my power to assist. It's funny because he's wingmanning for duty. He's wingwomaning? Actually, is the man the receiver of the winging or the winger? Of course, it is vital that we don't rush things along too quickly. However, remember this as well. The attack of the Black Lodge is increasing in severity. Don't you think they deserve to spend a little time with each other during these brief moments of peace? Thought it was wingman in general. I feel like I've heard wingwoman used before. Like, it's not as set in as wingman, but I feel like I've heard wingwoman used before. Although we were a little forceful in our means, just a little, just kidnapping. Mr. Winfield, I'm terribly sorry. I was being so inconsiderate. Please don't worry about it. I know you all have the mistress's well-being in mind. But still, Mr. Win, you really thought this through. I'm impressed. Flattery will get you nowhere. Now, back to the matter at hand. Gonna Google it? We have to find out. We have to find out. Cowardly lion to Emerald City. Why is it the Wizard of Oz? Come in, please. The two have entered the theater. Furthermore, we mustn't let this entertaining show pass us by. You got that right. Of course. Filthy, 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 filthy. By the way, Master Win, what? That ticket that you gave to Kuro, what movie was it for? Of course it was. We get to decide? Hold on. Oh my god. What? I don't know what kind of movie Duty would like. What do you guys think? What does it feel like Duty would like? Duty-one, Duty-sama! Duty? Duty? Although she was acting very, like, girly, you know? Sheltered tsundere made horror? I don't know, she was kind of scared of that. Horror, romance? Alright, I'm gonna go romance. Romance! That also seems like something that he would do. A romance movie. Isn't that a little too obvious? That's true. However, a young couple in the darkness, it's a must to set the mood. This can't go wrong. But does someone so crude, rough, and uncultured as Mr. Daijuji have the sensitivity to understand a romantic movie? Totally. I might take a nap, ignoring the mistress. Let's just see how things turn out. It's gonna be alright. She's restraining her yarns. On the big screen, two actors impersonating a pair of lovers are talking about love. They're just not buying it at all. Soundtrack flows through the theater, enveloping it in an atmosphere, but even that is just a lullaby to draw Duty to sleep. Despite her parents, Duty tends to enjoy flashy movies. Darn, picked wrong. These kind of movies just aren't a good match for her. What? Messed up. But maybe we'll just escape? Yeah, they really don't look interested at all. She begins drifting off again, but scrambles to retain her consciousness. Curious. She rubs her heavy eyelids and glances over at Kudo. Intimate moment? Okay, I'm back. Welcome back. The real term is wingman or wingmate. As the term comes from a military use, it is general use term for both things. The term wingwoman began used when for girl on girl. Oh, Naruhodo. Naruhodo. Oh. Unexpectedly, he was watching the screen intently. The light of the screen shows a glimmer in the corner of his eyes. What? He's the one that likes romance. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, wait. This is showing his soft side. Guys, wait. No, this is a win. This is a win. She's learning about us. Oh, he's unexpectedly quite the romantist. She's a little in awe. He can show this many emotions on his face. Seemingly irresponsible, but sometimes mindful at the strangest times. He has a fragile side, but shows strength when you least expect it. See, this is perfect. We were thinking about it in terms of how Nudie would react. However, this is the perfect chance for him to show off the soft, tender side of himself. A young man who has the darkness of magic inside, but is filled with the light of justice. Despite carrying all these contradictions, none get the best of him. In a way, he's extremely human. Nudie frets when she realizes she's been staring at Kudo. Kudo hasn't noticed her or anything, but it makes her feel slightly awkward. Just as she's about to return her eyes to the movie, Kudo's face suddenly turns easy. She wonders what it is, but then the answer soon reaches her ears. Turns her eyes to the screen and finds the movie having entered a bedroom scene. Unexpectedly serious scene. Shocks Rudy as well. There seems to be a strange tension between the two. Uh-oh. This is like when you watch the sexy scenes in movies and your parents are in the same room. Or they're watching the movie with you. They can't help but wonder about the person next to them, even though they're just watching a movie. The unique atmosphere of the theater, so to speak. Even things they don't normally consider come to mind. Dark, closed-off space. The lovers in field view. Moaning sweet nothings dominating the silence. And right next to them... Oh. Ooh. She snuck a glance again. And they met eyes. As their gazes intertwined, she remembers the events at the island clearly. You can feel her ears getting hot. She can't help but be thankful for the darkness. But at the same time, she can't see his face either. What kind of expression do they make as they stare at each other? No. Okay, movies aren't that dark. You'd be able to see the expression. Like, the light from the movie would absolutely illuminate your face enough. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. Good morning, Soran! The scene turns to morning, and the sounds of birds chirping from the speakers, but the two unable to move, staying quietly gazing at each other for a while. Oh, this is great! This is great! This calls for one last push. Well then, everyone. Let's prepare for the next event. Well, you're setting them up so much they don't even have a choice! No, remember, a good movie date is a horror movie. It depends, though. Clear. I feel like we chose the right choice. Although we've got funky music now, that's never a good sign. Arkham City's shopping district, always overflowing with families and couples when the weekend comes around. Hal and Leica make their way through the crowd. Why you? What are you planning, Hado girl? Al, are you sure this is the right place? My senses are sharp. I've never lost track of Kudo. Oh my. You and Kudo must be bonded together strongly, Al. Of course we are! A magician and his grimoire exist as one! You could say we are one mind and one body. What? You look like you want to say something. Oh no, not at all. Fine. Anyways, it's vital we find Kudo as soon as possible. That vile little girl is she willing to go to such lengths to pick a fight with us? She disgusts me. I'm not trying to see Final Destination with my crush. The jump scare movies might be good dates, but I don't think yeah, Gorefest, unless both parties are into that. Yeah, I don't think that would be it. Bum, 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 bum. I even had to look away for some of the gorier things. Although the kills were pretty good. They were pretty good. Well, I didn't expect her to go as far as she did, but I think I can understand how Duty feels right now. What are you talking about? Well, don't you think the two of them have been acting very suspicious since the incident at the ocean? Elle suddenly stops walking and slumps her head. She makes a complicated face as though she were simultaneously angry, surprised, and about to cry. Like, the new Final Destination movie is out in theaters. Yeah, it was open for, what is it, that weekend, the 4-day weekend that happened recently. Bum, 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 bum. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But now I want them to make an origin movie. Did I miss it? No, I think you still have time. Like, it just came out, like a week or two ago. So you should probably be able to still see it. She makes a oh wait, we read that. For some reason, she's clenching her fist tightly. Her entire body is shivering. Like, calmly asks a question. Oh, you're jealous, aren't you? Nah! She couldn't hide her confusion this time. Her eyes open wide, her face turns beet red, and she freezes in place. She tries to reply, but can only stammer and sputter. Bullseye, huh? Don't be absurd. That's not what I meant. It's just the relationship between magician and his grimoire. That's all. I was merely stating the obvious. Oh, yes. It's tough having a rival. I know exactly how you must feel right now. You... Angela-plated buffoon! Elle finally snapped, her shouts echoing through the city. Wow, I didn't expect that. For an instant, everyone in the area stops and stares in silence. However, Al completely ignores their stares and continues. Don't cast doubts upon my relationship with Kudo with your depraved thoughts. The bond between those who fight together are sacred and sublime. And yet you treat me like a jealous dog? Human, a jealous human. Do you understand? If the Black Lodge were to appear at this time, we'd be helpless to... I thought we were just gonna have a silly fun time this whole time. Why did they flash a woman? Elle's expression suddenly changes. She doesn't blush like a charming little girl. Instead, she looks like a seasoned veteran warrior who has detected a danger lurking nearby. She steadies her body as she carefully scans her surroundings. You guys know what this reminds me of? You know that meme that's been going around to where it's like, oh my god, stop the tickles! And it's like... like a funny, cute face, and it's like, no, I mean it. And it's like a super serious face. That's Al right now. Bum bum. What's wrong, Al? She ignores Leika's question as she continues to scan for the presence she detected. It's gone. She can't sense it anymore. But what was that tremendous pressure she felt? It was a tremendously evil presence, even more powerful than that of Anticross, or even Master Therion. Wait, stronger than Master Therion? Yo. Watching Final Destination 2 makes a lot more sense when you realize Tim was like 8 years old in the original script. Wait, what? Wait, Final Destination 2? Wait, Tim? Wait, who's Tim? Al's GPS discontinued. It lasted just an instant. Not even a blink of an eye. But in that instant, the present burned itself into Al. And she is unable to shake it. But Tim's the MC from the first movie. Wait, but the second one is continuation. Unless you mean he's supposed to, like, he's actually supposed to be a child? That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think they could have shown that. Plus, that makes for a very different kind of movie. Like, a kid trying to get a whole bunch of adults to be like, guys, we're gonna die. You have to believe me. No one would believe them. No one would believe them. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Let's hurry. I've got a bad feeling about this. Tim wasn't the MC, it was a dude chasing the pigeons who got squashed. Boy, I think I do remember that. Chasing pigeons and get squashed. Aww. Like, I just watched these two, and that is not ringing a bell. Bum, 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 bum. Guys from the window. Oh, the window. Okay, wait, yeah, that I remember. Bum, bum. Yeah, the dentist scene. Yeah. Yeah, they were trying to be really clever. Wait, but so then wait, what makes sense? That makes a lot more sense. Oh. What makes sense of him being 8 in the... He's supposed to be an annoying 8-year-old. I mean, he was, yeah. 8 years old, 13 years old. Like, what's the difference, really? They both can act exactly the same, and we all know it. None of you look at, like, a 13-year-old that's acting super crazy annoying. And it's like, yeah, no, they would never do that. Teenagers are hormonal. He was chasing. I didn't see it as chasing. I thought it was, you know, like psychopaths kids when they like to chastise and be rude to animals. That's what I thought it was. I didn't think he was chasing them. I thought he was trying to like wreak havoc on them. Which makes sense to me. Like, he's being a menace. That's what his character was. He was being a menace. Laughter echoes through the skies above Arkham City. It is a strange, innocent laughter. It is the guilty, twisted laughter of one who dwells with sinners and demons. The tyrant, the one who dwells on the Black Castle. Standing far above Arkham City at the peak of the great clock tower that overlooks it, the tyrant's clairvoyance perceives them. Teens are an enigma. Which I've never seen someone over the age of 12 do. It's me. I do that. And I can assure you, I am over the age of 12. Al-Azif. Daijuji Kudo. The tyrant writhes in joy and sorrow as he watches their every move. Wait, he? Laughter echoes through the air like chiming bells. But where does this laughter come from? He? The tyrant is clad in a sleeveless leather suit. Black leather suit. Alright. Alright then. Tight restraints hang from her! I think they made a boo-boo. Okay, so they just wrote he on accident. Tyrant is clad in a black leather suit. Tight restraints hang from her slender arms. The shackles are fitted around her legs. She wears a mask revealing only her mouth. Inside her mouth is a ball gag. How does she talk? She is covered with amulets and charms. Written on them are arcane words and curses. In other words, she is bound. How is she able to laugh through her gagged mouth? How is she able to move her slender body under such strict bindings? She is a presence beyond human understanding. She is the tyrant, the one who oversees the prisoners. I should saw her. Wait, oh, she's wearing shorts too. There's a lot of people wearing shorts in this. I wonder if it's because they were wearing skirts and there was a lot of panty shots. Save. She's kind of cute. I know we can't see much, but the tyrant's laughter stops. The writhing body straightens out and then jumps. She leaps several dozen meters in an instant and lands on the roof of the clock tower. Two figures await there. Oh, she's got buddies. But I had Batman in mind before this splash page. Oh, that's why her name is Tyrant. She be doing what she be doing. Damn, you scurrying around like a rat. I'm pissed off because we got stuck with work to do. Quit being such a pain in the booty. Dun dun. I can barely hear his voice? Yeah, that's because I talk over them. So I need them to be lower. One of the figures is small in stature. He seems to be a young boy. He's probably a bajillion years old. He is dressed in street fashion, with paint on his face. Who would even guess his face paint forms a magical enhancement? The wind blows and swirls around the boy. The wind is strained black, a miasma of death. Alright, now that is death. That is a very large man. Watch yourself, Claudius. The tyrant may bound, but she is not someone you want to underestimate. The other figure is very large. A huge man. 2 meters tall! It's the guy from Yatterman, almost. Close. Beneath his gown lies great mounds of thick, knotted, rock-hard muscles. I don't think you want knotted muscles, though. Right? I don't think you'd want knotted muscles. I don't think. He wears a skull-shaped mask that makes it hard to read his expression. An aura of power swells up within the man's body. Irritated by the man's manner of speech, the boy named Claudius snaps back. Snapping. But. Oh, you scared Caligula. Not a muscle. So yeah, right? Like he's just full of Charlie horses. Who did that? Probably this guy. Oh, you scared Caligula? Go home. Oh. And go to sleep. Then... Oh my gosh, you're such a rude boy! Go wash your mouth out. YouTube will not appreciate you. Your fat butt is just getting in the way standing around here. Actually, no. Just die already, okay? You're wasting precious oxygen. You insolent... Well... Suddenly, the air between the two changes with tension. Their killing intent collides. The wind begins to rumble violently. And the large man's fighting spirit distorts even the fabric of space. Feeling ignored, the tyrant quickly turns away and returns to searching for Kudo's presence. Wait, don't ignore us! Bump. I like to think, I think it's just to accentuate how extremely much you're like a Baki character. True. I feel like they just chose the wrong word. Listen, they used the incorrect pronouns earlier. I can't trust this translation. That's right. Now is not the time to be killing you. Or time... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I said that right. The two turn to face Tyrant again. However, Tyrant's back remains turned to them. You hear us? Huh? Turn around! I'll gut you. Tyrant does not respond. Claudius's anger reaches its peak. That's it. I'm gonna slice you open right here, right now. Wait, Claudius, be careful! Caligula's warning was too late. Before Claudius could finish weaving his spell, the tyrant snaps into action. The leather straps that bound her arms together suddenly burst apart. The magic charms burn away. And then, clenched in her now free hands are... a gun! Is this just the Tokudo brothers? Okay, but they got along, I feel like, better than these two. And I don't think Caligula would let Claudius on his shoulders. In her right hand. That is not deep black. It's literally got pink on it. You cannot fool me. Blood red. Okay, wait, maybe... They need to fix the lighting on this image. Or bold red. Covered with ornamentation yet still crude and unrefined. Overwhelmingly menacing. A magazine that extends from its front is a symbol of its destructive power. An automatic gun. In her left hand, refined silver. Delicate, elegant silver. Is this before or after Helsing Alucard? I want to say after. The most powerful Lovecraftian spell, a gun. A gun! We've already... This is the third... These are the second and third guns we've experienced now. Well, no, I feel like that doesn't count. These are like regular guns. The robot girl, she had like a crazy magic gun, but that's a magic gun. as beautiful as a keenly honed blade, overwhelmingly crude. 6 chambers of its cylinder are a symbol of its murderous intent, spitting death upon all who oppose it. A revolver. Ocelot? What? Without turning around, without even aiming, the tyrant's 2 guns pointed them. What? We just met them! 2 sharp gunshots pierced the air above Arkham City. Well, I'm a rightful mess now. I was suddenly kidnapped and then forced to see a movie with her. What am I supposed to do now? Okay! This might actually be a good place to stop. Because if we stop here, we have a perfect description of what just happened last time on Demonbane. Gonna stop on the cliffhanger? Gotta do it to you. What better way? I've learned from anime, you guys. I've learned from anime. We have to act as if anime, you know? You know? Bum bum bum. Then you hear the sound of twin action army. La li lu la lo. We didn't even get to see a single. We saw them earlier. We saw them earlier when we went through this super short chapter 8. We got to see a ice dragon. That was really cool. Yeah, remember guys, I'm genre savvy. I gotta stick with all the genre goodness. Alright. I saved. Let's get back to the title of White. And get out of here! Da-da, da-da-da. Thank you everyone for joining me today. We will continue next week. I'm going. I'll put it at the regular time. Next week. Epic 0083 reference. Actually, it's a Zeta reference. But Gundam good. Gundam very good. Thank you for streaming. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Missed a bit, but I'll catch up with the VOD. Yes, thank you to all VOD watchers as well. Be you in chat right now or be you watching later. Yeah, so on Twitch during slightly more normal times tomorrow or today, depending on your time zone, we will be doing mecha karaoke. I will be guzzling tons of tea before them to make sure I sound beautiful. I haven't perfectly learned all the songs, so it'll be sketch in some spots. But you know, it's all about the emotions, guys. It's all about the burning passion for the mecha karaoke, right? Right? We don't have to actually sound good. Yeah. And then also we will be continuing to build the G Self-Perfect pack. So, until next time, wherever it may be, whatever it may be, if it may be, I shall get honey. Until then, let's give me.